Hello everybody, welcome back to Simulated Heaven and welcome back to Xsyon. It's another beautiful day in Xsyon. For those of you that haven't watched my other videos, I've done a couple of videos on this game. It's basically a Sandbox MMO game. And you basically can do whatever you want. And one of the great things that I love about this game is you can actually build up your own homestead tribal area. And the reason I'm doing this video is because they recently did a pretty amazing update, a pretty major update. And as you can see, they've now enabled you to have multi-story buildings as part of the game. Now, there were people that have worked out how to do the multi-story buildings in like a glitchy way. So there were actually other multi-story buildings in the game before, but they were just where people had worked out how to mound up loads of dirt next to a structure, and then that allowed them to place structures on top of other ones and stuff. But it was very slow. It took many hours. I mean, I'm amazed at how many people in this game actually made pretty amazing big structures in that way, because it took a long time. But now, as you can see, it's officially in the game, and I think this is a really awesome update. I mean, the building is like a major thing in this game that I really enjoy. I mean, I work on my own and I enjoy building up the homestead area, like the tribal area. It kind of feels like an achievement, you know. And this is a real major thing that you can add. I'm in the first person view because obviously when things get very close up like this, it's very hard if I'm in third person view, like, to show you guys properly. All of the stuff I've made here, this only really took me a couple of hours at most. I think roughly maybe a couple of hours. So it's amazing you can make all this stuff in a couple of hours. Now, my idea for my multi-story stuff in my homestead is I'm going to have like a building over here. At the moment it's 3 stories. I'm not sure exactly how high you can go. I think I might be able to add one more story on the top, but I was thinking I might just put a big roof on the top. We'll see how it goes. So my idea was to have one building over this side, one building over this side, and they're joined by this thing here, which is like a walkway. So yeah, pretty cool. And obviously all of this stuff is like a ghost right now, because, you know, it hasn't been made. It's just like the ghost, like the planned out stuff that I'd like to do. And that's another thing that is really awesome in this game, that it allows you to plan out this whole thing in like a ghost form before you actually fully build it, which is kind of cool, because I mean, you don't want to spend hours doing the first floor and then you find out there's a glitch that you can't actually place a second floor and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. I'm, you know, really happy with this addition. And if there's any of you guys that enjoy building in games, then this has really added a lot. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I wanted to show you me like placing a couple of the things over here, just so you can see what it is like. They also added a new thing in the game with the scaffolding. You can see the scaffolding is a new thing where when you have a structure that's not finished, it's now in scaffolding form. And I can see now, that this is not in the right place. Can we move this? Yes, we can. Okay, so that now seems like it's actually lined up, kind of. Is it lined up? Yeah, that does look kind of lined up. Has that affected anything up there? Right, I'm going to actually go out of third person view into third person view. I think I need to put on the fixed camera. Is it like this? Yeah, let's have this camera. can be a little bit awkward to see stuff, but have I now affected any of this stuff? Seems like everything is still fine. I was wondering, because I just moved that structure, I was wondering if I've affected anything above it. Seems like it moved okay. Seems like it's okay. Anyway, so I was just going to show you guys, if you go into architecture like this, now what we need is a truss, I believe. So let's just type in truss, and if I just show you the 4x4 truss, start the project, and then like so you have the truss. Now you basically then can move it, and I always actually get rid of this snap below, because I find sometimes it doesn't work perfectly. Like sometimes even if you put it above a level, it will snap back to the ground. So I found the best way of doing this is just to go like this and manually position it. Now you can see right now it says that the position is invalid, because obviously right now it's not in place. So that's also a good indication. It shows you when the structure is in the right, in the correct place, because obviously when you have positioned it correctly above another structure, it will say that the position is, I think it says the position is pending, something like that. Now it's a little bit awkward to position, like to get the camera and everything perfectly so you can see what you're doing. But what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to add this onto the top of my 3rd floor. So let's see. I can kind of see it here. So can we go up a bit more? Okay. Can't really see exactly what the problem is there. What I'm trying to do is just add this onto here. So let me see. I think I maybe moved it a little bit too far. Let's go back a bit, and then we'll go down a bit. Here we go. It does get quite awkward. Obviously it would be maybe better if I was to make the first 2 floors and stand on those floors first. Obviously all of this is a ghost, so I'm on the floor trying to like position this stuff. It's not ideal, right? So let me see, can I make this go down? No, I cannot. Is it in the right? I think it's actually already there. So let's just go like that. Try to position it. Is that in the right place? Let me have a look here. Not quite. Let me see. Can I move it that way? Yes, I can. That looks... Hang on, one more. No, I think that's looking like it's in the right place now. Again, it can be kind of hard to see this when it's a ghost structure, but you can see now it says position pending, which basically means that the things underneath it, or this is my understanding, that a position invalid means it's not under anything, it's not in the correct place on a structure. When it says position pending, I believe it means it is in the correct location, but it's just the things underneath it have not yet been finished. So when I when I actually finish all the stuff underneath, I believe it will then say for this one that position is valid, and it will allow me to build it. So hopefully that shows you one example of me placing, and I've been doing that a couple of hours, like positioning all this stuff. And yeah, it's a really awesome addition. Like, the building in this game is like really cool now, and I think we're going to see some really awesome buildings that people are going to make. And in fact, what I'm going to do now, before I end the video, is I'm going to just run up here to show you. I'm pretty sure this is something they need to fix. The first person view, the camera, is kind of weird, because you feel like you're a midget kind of thing. But yeah, I'll run up here quickly. The tribe up the road from me is called Pawnee, and you can pretty much guarantee that they have some multi-story buildings. They already had, because like I said, these were one of the people that had actually made buildings already in a glitchy way. You know, they'd already made the multi-story buildings in like a glitchy way before, by obviously, you know, doing the whole dirt thing. So, but I would imagine they have been making multi-story. See, I'm pretty sure. Wow. I'm pretty sure. So you can see that. I wonder if they actually knocked down their other multi-story buildings, because I know that they did actually make quite a lot of multi-story buildings in the glitchy way. I really wonder now if they have got rid of those and replaced them with like official ones that were made with the official multi-story stuff in the game. If that's the case, I mean, that would be crazy, because they spent many hours, probably hundreds of hours, on the buildings they had already. It makes me wonder as well, is there a big difference in the look of the glitchy multi-story buildings or the ones that you do officially? They would probably look kind of the same, but I suppose the purpose of this is it kind of gives you an idea as to some of the structures you can make. Wow, look over there, man. Is that going to be a bridge? I think they're making a bridge over there. So yeah, hopefully this gives you an idea as to the kind of structures you can make now in the game with this whole multi-story thing. It's pretty cool, and it's, you know, entirely official in the game and very accessible. Like, it doesn't actually take that long anymore. Okay, I want to go over and see what they're doing over here. But yeah, it's pretty awesome, isn't it? And like, the building in this game is so much fun, and it's only going to get better and better with the more stuff they add. It's pretty cool. Wow, look at this thing. So this looks like they're making a bridge over here, doesn't it? It's going to be some crazy big bridge. Look at this thing. Wow. This is a prime example of like some of the stuff you can make in the game now with the multi-story. I mean, this is going to be pretty epic when they get this finished. It's going to be a full-on bridge, I think. Cool. So yeah, I mean, obviously, if you guys have never tried this game out, the game is now on Steam. If you're into the idea of like a Sandbox MMO, if you're into the idea of doing building in an MMO and stuff like that, you should certainly look into this game. So thanks for watching this video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.